All right, y'all. So today I want to go over a scalping strategy that is fairly simple that you can use, especially when there's a lot of volume in the market. So I'm talking New York Open, London Open, London's Open, sometimes Asia, but New York is typically when I do this. And that is simply looking for a long and a short scalp by taking out the highs and taking out the lows after the market opens. So you can see right here, I've entered two trades today. One is a short from here, and the other is a long from here. I've locked in profit on both of these trades, guaranteeing that they're both winners. That's part of the strategy. We'll get into that. But what you're going to do, okay, now this is a trade setup that I was looking for in the VIP Discord this morning, okay? I was looking for the short from this naked point of control at about 23,771. We can see that we came up to about 23,7766, so we're front run by like $11, guys. And basically, that's where we got our rejection, okay? Now, the reason I got into the trade anyway, even though it didn't hit my level, is because there's something, it's a strategy that Bitcoin loves to do this, okay? And here's what I mean. So let's basically clear everything off our chart and just do a little market structure stuff, okay? So we have that level still there. We'll remove this. We'll remove the short position. Okay, so when you come to the chart, New York opened right around here. So we'll put a vertical line where New York opens. This is where a lot of volume is injected into the market, all right? Now, what typically will tend to happen is you will notice that what the asset will do, especially Bitcoin loves to do this, okay, is it will take out the highs and then it will take out the lows, and both of those allow you to get into a good trade. Now, we can't do it without our confirmations, but let me talk about how I was able to get into both of these trades. Now, first of all, as New York opens, we take out the high with this big pump here, right? Lots of people getting very, very bullish up in these areas. Me, I'm looking for short trades. Number one, I have a level here, okay? So it really helps if you have a plan in advance, right? This is the plan I post in the VIP Discord. I post my plans every single day. Of course, the plans are fluid, right? It's just like gender, right? It's fluid. Like, it could change from day to day. It could change from minute to minute. So this is my rigid plan. This is my biological sex assigned at birth by the doctors by looking at the genitalia. But then, of course, I was just feeling that, you know what? I might want to short instead of long from here because I had certain confirmations on Market Cipher B. So basically, when we take out that first high, what you want to be looking for, and you can do this every single day, if you see that we're forming a range with a clearly defined low and a clearly defined high, that's a key, okay? Clearly defined low and clearly defined high. The low is very clear right here. This was support once, twice, 3, 4 times. The high, this is resistance once, 2 times, right? When you notice that we are coming above that high that is firmly established after market opens and a lot of people start trading and you start to see that volatility, if you see Market Cipher B, even on the 1 minute time frame, money flow getting lower, momentum getting lower, that is a very high probability that we are going to not come higher and we're going to come back into this range that we've been. The same is true for the lows. We have this clearly established low. When you see that Market Cipher B down here is getting higher, and when you see that the money flow is very slightly here, right, getting higher as well, there's a very high chance that we're going to come back into the range here. Now, here's the thing. You have to make sure when you're doing this that you have clear confirmation. So I'm going to walk through exactly how I was able to get into both of these positions. Now, for the short, I had a level right here that I was looking to short. So I was already very biased to take a look for a short here. And although I'm feeling bullish today, I know that New York typically will give us they'll give us a fake move before they give us a real move, right? So get everyone super bullish, drop it, right? That's typical of New York. So when we get up there, pretty much on the 6 minute time frame, we see very, very bearish divergence. I mean, the momentum wave is so low, right? It's like, it looks almost bullish. But money flow is coming down on the 6 minute, which is very important. When we come to the 3 minute, we have extremely bearish divergences here as well. Okay, extremely bearish divergences as well. Now, this is an indicator called Market Cipher B, and this is my favorite trading indicator. You can use other oscillators, but this money flow is really telling me the direction overall, right? We came up here with bearish divergences, money flow is getting lower, and as we take out that high, we are getting a very bearish red dot right here on the 0 line, showing me this is very bearish. This is going to come back in. On the 1 minute time frame, this is a very, very clear divergence where we see from this high to this high, momentum is getting lower, and the money flow is just a dead giveaway that this is a fake out to the upside. Now, the long was a little bit more intricate to get into. The long trade, although we did see the bullish divergences on market Cipher B, the money flow was not that clear, right? Money flow was not that clear. And so for me, on market Cipher B, I saw this bullish div here, but I didn't get into a trade until I saw something on a order flow chart. Now, if you want to learn how to have plans like this, where you can long and short and know in advance what you're looking to do, you could check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. This course will give you the knowledge and the skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader. There's a 25% discount in the description. Also, if you want to join the VIP Discord where we give the setups and the levels in advance and do multiple live streams a week, you can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. But here's the thing, guys. For this long trade that I'm currently in right now, and the long trade is, as you can see now, in some pretty juicy profits. So we're going to get into locking in profit, where to take your profit, where to set your stop loss, and all that kind of stuff, right? But for this trade, I actually used an order flow chart, right? I used an order flow chart, and we do have an advanced TA course, link in the description, that goes over how to read this chart and basically how to utilize this chart in order to use this information to enter into better trades. There's a 15% discount in the description if you use the coupon code JUICY. But for this trade, what I did was I actually waited until we put in our initial low here, and then we put in a higher low. And we can see that as we're putting in the higher low, we see a lot of people shorting here, right? We see shorts opening up down here. In fact, we can see it in more detail right down here, where we put in our first low, and then as we're putting in this higher low, we see a lot of shorts opening up right here, right? We don't see any longs opening up, but we see a lot of shorts opening here, and we see prices getting higher as the CVD is getting lower, which is telling me that those bullish divergences on market Cipher 1 are substantiated by absorption of people FOMOing short. Now, it doesn't mean I don't think we can't come lower. We didn't actually hit the VWAP. We front ran the VWAP. But it definitely makes for a good scalp, and I will be looking for a scalp if we come back down lower to the VWAP. Now, this is a fairly simple trading strategy. I know I've used a lot of technical jargon in the video. If you want to learn this stuff, guys, anyone can do this. Check out the courses. Check out jasoncaspertrading.com. Check out the advanced TA course if you want to learn more about order flow. And yeah, guys, this is a very simple... you can look for these trades every single day, right? These are kind of like those trades that are an option every day. Now, what about take profits and stop losses? For these trades, I use high leverage, and I'm only risking as much as I'm willing to lose, which might be, 0.25, 0.5% of my total trading capital. Of course, I'm only entering a trade after confirmation, but if I get liquidated, I'm only losing, maybe 1/4 or 0.5% of my trading capital. What you have to do is the stop loss should be, once you enter the trade, the initial stop loss goes below that low, okay? So you have to figure out whatever your leverage is. I typically don't use a stop loss, guys. I typically use leverage so that I have playing room like this, right? And then I'll manually close the trade. So liquidation would be down here, but I'll manually close the trade if we lose this low. For the short trades, same deal. Stop loss goes above that high. So you lose the level, stop loss goes above that initial high. Now, once you get, and for me, what my favorite thing to do is a 0.3 or a 0.5% move. You take out 25% to 50% of the position, and then you move your stop loss to the entry. So you can see right here, I've taken out more than half of the short trade to lock in a good profit. Of course, it really depends on what you want, guys. Like, the goal here is to make money in the markets, not to be like the guy who held the trade from the bottom all the way to the top, especially for scalping. So if I'm just looking for a scalp, I'll take out more than half of the trade, move the stop loss to the entry, and same thing for the long, right? So now I'm guaranteed today to have made, $680. I'll take that for a day, guys. If I get another trade, awesome. If not, that's fine. And then you move that stop loss a little bit above the entry. So if you do get stopped out in profit, you're still guaranteed to make money on that trade. And the same is true for the short. You can see the stop loss is a little bit below. Well, actually, right now, my stop loss is a little, I guess I should move it a little bit below that entry. And I was actually trying to limit in a little bit more here. Actually, this is, I guess, to close the long. Yeah, this is to close the long. I'm confusing myself with all these orders. But once you have that profit locked in, guys, that you don't have to worry about it, right? You don't have to worry. People are like, well, where do you close the trade? It doesn't matter. You've already made money. So now if it just keeps going forever, maybe take a little 10% out. Like if we get a massive drop, I'll take more out. If we get another massive drop, I'll take more out. And then eventually, you know, you've made a lot of money. But the key is to guarantee that you've made something. And then you can just kind of play it by ear, right? Step number 1, don't lose. Step number 2, make sure your account is growing. Step number 3, then just, you know, play it by ear. So guys, that's it. I wanted to come in and make this video for you. I hope you found it useful. If you did, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. God bless everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah. And I will see everybody in the next video. Peace.